I want to upgrade myself in technology, and part of the upgrade includes getting different certificates. So I spent 4 years in school learning computer programming and analysis, and I want to upgrade my skills, and that means taking certificates that works in the fields, taking certificates that are well known in the industry. And some of those certificates include CompTIA, Red Hat, CCNA, or Cisco. And I want to upgrade myself. Even I was thinking about going over into project management for IT. And part of that navigation or moving from different field to field, they require certificates. Not all, but some. And I also want to keep upgrading my skills, testing my knowledge, seeing how far I can push myself. But with everything that is going on, I'm asking myself, is it worth going and do all of these certificates right now? Maybe probably in the future I'll say yes, of course I'm going to go get it, but right now I'm asking myself, is it worth it? Because a lot of these certificates are between 4 and 5 years, or 3 to 5 years. You always have to keep upgrading these certificates, right? So I'm asking myself, will the economy get better? Will the economy get better within now and 3 years from now? Right? Because I don't want to get these certificates, because these certificates are quite expensive, especially the Red Hat certificate that will cost you about over 500 US dollars to go get that certificate. The CompTIA certificate is a little bit cheaper, but every dollar count, especially right now. So I'm asking myself, does it make sense for me to go get these certificates right now with all these layoffs? The job market right now is horrible, massive layoffs. So I'm asking myself, why should I waste my time and get any of these certificates, and it's not going to guarantee me a job anytime soon? Like, I cannot be dumbfounded to what's going on. I know what's going on. I see what's going on. I watch the news. And it comes to a point, even teachers are getting affected. Colleges are getting affected by the job market. If someone asks me, should I go to school for computer programming? Should I go to school to learn how to code? Should I go to school and study computer science? And I would say yes, because we don't know 5 years from now what would happen. And if you're going to school for computer science, you're probably going to finish in 5 years from now, right? Because it's not an easy course, especially if you're going towards the AI side of things. Then it will definitely be a field that would probably be there 5 years from now. So if someone asks me, should they take a course in computer science right now, my answer will always be yes, because we don't know 5 years from now, technology will still be around. I don't see technology going anywhere soon. But going back to the certificates, is someone if you're going to take that certificate right now, it's very risky, because as I said in the beginning, these certificates are expensive. Like, you're not 100% sure you're going to get a job. The job market is not how it used to be. And you also have to keep in mind, these certificates are very fast track. You can spend at least, let's say, you can spend about a month or even less to study all the materials. If you want to go get your Red Hat certificate, if you want to go get your CompTIA certificates, you would study for this approximately a month or 2 months max. Not like if you go take a computer science program, 5 years from now you'll be done. So it's more like, okay, maybe 5 years from now the job market will be a bit more stable. The war, what's going on, would be done. Well, hopefully, and a lot of environmental factors that is affecting the job market right now, it may die down in 5 years from now. So after these 5 years, you will probably get a job. But right now, it's not worth it for me to get all these different certificates. And it's not guaranteed that I'll get a job in the market. Now, I've made a video couple days ago, and I showed on Indeed how many programming roles they're looking for in the whole of Canada. And I think I put in Python, and Python, they were just looking for 4,000 people in the whole of Canada to become a Python developer. And Python is one of the languages that you use in AI. So for companies now to not need so much Python developers, it speaks volumes to what's going on around us. So for me to I really want to get my Red Hat certificate. I want to be Red Hat certified because Red Hat is the enterprise distribution, right? I know there is CompTIA Linux Plus that you can also get, but Red Hat is well known in the industry when it comes to Linux distributions. So I'm asking myself, should I waste my time and go get these certificates? I mean, it will be good to have, but there are people who graduated 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and still haven't found a job because of what's going on. And these certificates last about 3-4 years, and then you have to upgrade your skill. You have to get a next certificate. For example, 2024, I worked really hard to get my CompTIA certificate, and I was not aware that the certificate would expire in a year time. So I took the certificate, and if you know CompTIA A plus is a very hard, heavy course to take, or heavy certificate to take. I think it's the hardest CompTIA certificate. CompTIA A plus have two parts. You have core 1 and core 2. And honestly, it took me months to study all the materials and go do the exam. But the previous one, which was 11, it expired last year, and I have to go back and do the 12. So these certificates are not valid anymore after a couple of years. So I am asking myself, like, should I really go get this certificate in this fragile job market? So these are the things that you have to look into. Should I get certified? How long would this certification last? And also you have to look at the price. Now, my solution is try your best to find a job. It can be just a little IT help desk job. And from there, you get certified based on the position that will be available at work. Of course, they're not going to keep the position for too long. The vacancy for that position will be around for probably about a month, right? So maybe you can work hard and get it. But when you go to any company to work, or if you go to different companies, IT companies and work, the first thing you should look at is what type of roles that is available in this company. It doesn't have to be open roles. It's just roles that you know that may be opened up in the future. So for example, if you go to any company and start working, you take a look at their IT section. And in their IT section, you have to know, okay, what does this IT section is about? What does this person do, and what does this person do? And by doing that, you get an idea of the type of roles that may be opened up in the future, right? So if you go into a company and you know that, okay, they have a database section, and they have a networking section, and they have a programming section, then you know right away, okay, I can study or get my certificate for this section. So you can get a certification for the networking section. If they're running their software or their program on Linux, then you can go and get your CompTIA Linux Plus or Red Hat certified. So to me, that's the best solution. And that's the solution I'm trying to take. Just see what different IT roles that the company has. And as I said previously, it doesn't have to be a vacant role. It's just you just know that there are people doing these type of IT job in this company. And once I figured that out, then I know the company that I work for, they have a database role, right? So I study a lot of SQL. They also have an infrastructure role. So I study a lot of administrative and Linux stuff. So when any position comes up, then I know I'm certified for these type of roles. I don't think you should just run out and get all these certificates for no reason. Now, the thing is that I'm not sure if you can upgrade just part of a certificate. I'm not sure at all because I know for CompTIA you have Core 1, Core 2. So I don't know if you when CompTIA 11 for CompTIA A plus, if we can just upgrade Core 2 only and you don't need to do Core 1, right? That these are, I never researched it, so I'm not sure. I'm not going to sit here and say no, you have to do everything all over. But I did read a post on Reddit that said that you have to do the whole thing over again, right? So it literally does not make any sense to go get this certificate now in this fragile time, and then you sitting on that certificate for 2 years, 3 years, and then the next one comes out and you have to do everything over again. Now, the only thing I can say you can do, and which I'm also doing myself, is if you like Red Hat, if you like Linux, and if you like the help desk side, there are online simulations that you can use. For example, for CompTIA A plus, you have simulations. I can't remember the simulation name, but I'm going to look for it and put it on the screen. If you really want your certificate in CompTIA, you get so comfortable with setting up the machines and stuff like that for CompTIA A plus. If you are into the Linux side of things, you get so comfortable with using the terminal, Red Hat, SSHing into a different computers and stuff like that. You can keep on doing these things. So the exams or the tests will be very easy for you to get. So when you go get your certificate, it will be very, very easy because you play around with these things. For me, when it comes to Linux, I play around with Linux every single day. Don't study to go get the exam. Don't study, just work. Do a lot of hands-on work. Enjoy it. Every day for 1 hour, you go on the terminal, you do different things, you have fun with it, and eventually all these things are going to stick with you. That's how I end up learning a lot about C++. I never studied C++. I just went on and do a lot of work, create a lot of projects, do a bunch of stuff with C++ that I'm so comfortable right now. If I had to go get a certificate for C++, I'll get it. Even till this day, my projects and everything are done and I'm still playing around with it. I'm still going online and just have fun with these languages. So once you really need that certificate, you don't have to go back into studying so much because you play around with the terminal, you play around with the simulations, you write code. So a lot of these things will naturally stay with you. I think that's one of the solution for me, right? To just continue messing around with the Red Hat, continue playing on the terminal, continue writing programs in C on Linux, on the Linux side or the administrative side. So that was just my opinion on how to be job ready and how to move around in the tech world and see when is the best time for you to get your certificate or be certified. Before I wrap up this video, I know a lot of people who actually fight so hard to get a job and then they let the company pay for the certificates. Most companies does that. Most companies will pay for you to go to school. So if that's the route where you have to take, let the company pay for you to upgrade your skills, that would be the best thing because these certificates are not cheap. And also, once you get one certificate, you always want to climb the ladder into something else. So most people would tell you to start off with CompTIA A plus and then go into Linux plus, then go into Network plus, then go into cybersecurity. So these are different types of certificates you will have to gain over the time, and why waste your money if companies can pay for it? So that was just my solution on these things. I hope you have learned something. If you did, please don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video.